This is News Always On. A report from Financial Times stated that China has always preferred to do diplomacy in quiet backrooms, far away from the public glare. But against the backdrop of a similarly epoch-making diplomatic opening between the US and North Korea, Beijing's behind-the-scenes role has been thrust into the limelight by US President Donald Trump, where China finds herself in an uncomfortable setting. One foreign diplomat joked, quote, "One side is whispering, and the other is saying everything through a bullhorn." In a series of tweets and public statements this week, Mr. Trump blamed recent setbacks on China, which he said have thrown a wrench in his planned summit next month with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. He said he's a little disappointed about the meeting this month between Mr. Kim and Chinese President Xi Jinping, their second summit. Afterwards, Mr. Kim demanded a halt to military maneuvers in South Korea and raised the possibility that any settlement on North Korean nuclear disarmament hinged on corresponding moves by the US and South Korea as well. Trump said, quote, "I think there was a little change in attitude from Kim Jong-un, so I don't like that. I don't like it from the standpoint of China." Mr. Trump has long treated North Korea as a Chinese vassal state and assumed that any moves made by Pyongyang go through Beijing. Bonnie Glasser of the Washington, D.C.-based Center for Strategic and International Studies said, "I read that as Trump saying he wants Xi to use his influence to get the summit back on track. He is saying, you caused this trouble, now you fix it." It is possible that Mr. Kim's decision to push for corresponding moves by Washington and Seoul had something to do with Chinese backing, though there's no evidence that China actually pushed Mr. Kim to back away from talks. An expert on US-China relations at Renmin University in Beijing, Shi Yin-hong said, quote, "Kim clearly felt stronger after meeting twice with Xi." Other experts see a possible motive for China to encourage North Korea to take a harder line. Nam Song-wook, a professor of North Korean studies at Korea University, said, "China is okay with dialogue between North Korea and the US, but their goal is not the North Korea's denuclearization. China's top priority is to maintain the balance of power by preventing US power from expanding in the region." However, analysis that focus only on the big powers ignores North Korea's historic skill at playing big powers off each other to its own advantage, as experts think any discord between Mr. Trump and Mr. Xi benefits Mr. Kim. For more news update, subscribe to our channel.